Good afternoon, principal, teachers, and fellow students. I am Navena Ramachandran from 6AS2. Today I am going to talk about history and tradition. To begin with, let's know the history. Herodotus was a Greek writer who invented the field of study known today as history. Therefore, he was called as the father of history. He was the first historian to systematically record the events that happened. Thus, what is history? History is the study of the past, specifically the people, societies, events, and problems of the past, as well as our attempts to understand them. It is a pursuit common to all human societies. Evidently, history has been called the source of all knowledge because it provides us with a perspective on how things have always been done and why they are done that way. This perspective allows us to understand the world more profoundly than other sources of information, such as science or literature. Furthermore, the rich history of the world helps us to paint a detailed picture of where we stand today. Not only that, being able to learn from mistakes is one of the biggest benefits from knowing history. With lessons from the past, we develop the ability to avoid mistakes and create better paths for our societies. As said by Herbert Hoover, the supreme purpose of history is a better world. Next, what does tradition mean in history? Tradition means a belief or story relating to the past that are commonly accepted as historical, though not verifiable. Tradition can be created and developed during the present and continued in the future. We must remember that the things we consider new and modern today will become traditions for the future. Sometimes traditions change because they are difficult to maintain in a new country or as the new society changes. Traditions can persist and evolve for thousands of years. The word tradition itself derives from the Latin trader, literally meaning to transmit, to hand over, to give, for safekeeping. While it is commonly assumed that traditions have an ancient history, many traditions have been invented on purpose, whether that be political or cultural over short periods of time. Often, traditions are started intentionally to create family roots or stability. Once you have children and you do something more than once, you are going to have to do it again because the children come to expect it. Most importantly, traditions create positive experiences and memories for everyone by nurturing a family's connection and giving them a sense of belonging. Why is tradition important in history? Traditions are transmitted from one generation to the next. Traditions help form the structure and foundation of our families and our society. They remind us that we are a part of history that defines our past, shapes who we are today, and who we are likely to become. Without our traditions, our lives will be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof. In Malaysia, there are three major ethnic groups: Malays, Chinese, and Indians. Handshakes are only appropriate amongst men. Only use your right hand. Women should greet men with a nod and smile. Above all, family traditions create closeness between people. They connect us to people who have come before us. There are many famous traditions around the world, each one representing its own unique culture and language. The Chinese New Year is celebrated annually in China and other parts of the world. It is a time for family reunions, special food, and vibrant fireworks displays. Deepavali is a Hindu festival that celebrates the victory of light over darkness. It is marked by colorful lanterns, traditional prayers, and delicious food. Christmas marks the birth of Jesus Christ. Families come together to celebrate with festive decorations, Christmas carols, and gift giving. In truth, we are all a part of history. The traditions we treasure have been passed down from generations. Everything we enjoy day to day has come from discoveries and inventions that happened in the past. History makes up our whole lives. As quoted by Henry James, an American writer, it takes an endless amount of history to make even a little tradition. It is often said that history is the backbone of society. This means that without a strong understanding and appreciation for our past, we cannot hope to build a successful future. A generation which ignores history has no past and no future, as the saying goes, If we do not celebrate our traditions and pass them down to future generations, they will eventually fade away. I would like to end my speech with a quote by Martin Luther King Jr. We are not makers of history, we are made by history. Thank you for listening.